Here is the 5-step formula for powerful testimonials and case studies. There's a pattern I keep seeing among successful consultants and business owners, and it's this. They regularly use one of the most powerful ways to attract those clients they love to work with. And that way is by sharing stories of how they've helped other clients to achieve their goals. So let me share with you in this video a proven method of capturing and using your client success stories to increase your business growth and, of course, increase your income at the same time. Here is the 5-part success story formula. When you capture clients' journeys from problem to solution, we need to include these key 5 elements. Number 1 is the starting point. Let's begin by clearly describing the situation the client was in before working with us. What challenges they were facing, what was keeping them up at night, what had they already tried that hadn't worked before for them. Number 2 is the financial and emotional impact. Here's where we detail how the problem affected them personally and professionally. This includes lost income, missed opportunities, and how they felt about it. That's just so important. The more specific we can be with numbers and examples, the more powerful the story becomes. Number 3 is the solution journey. In this area, we explain how we work together with the client to solve their problems. What methods and ideas did we use? What obstacles did we overcome? This section demonstrates really clearly our expertise while showing what we might call our collaborative approach. Number 4 is the measurable results. This is where we detail the specific outcomes we achieve with a client, and I'd urge you to include both tangible results, that's increased revenue, cost savings, time savings, etc., and intangible benefits. In other words, things like reduced stress, improved confidence, better work-life balance. And number 5 is the client's own words. This is where we include direct quotes from the client because this adds authenticity and credibility. Let's get them to describe in their own words how working with us made such a difference. And if they're happy to include a gentle call to action for the person who's reading that testimonial, then so much the better. Okay, so once we've collected our success stories, here's how to make them work effectively. Number 1 is to create different versions. We can create multiple versions of each success story, a detailed case study, perhaps a one-page summary, or even a few powerful sentences as a testimonial. And this gives us the opportunity to use them in different situations and in different marketing materials. Number 2 is to match stories to the prospects. This is so important. When we're speaking with a potential client, it's a great idea to share success stories that closely match their situation. This helps them see exactly how we might help them achieve similar results. I call this matching testimonials. Yes, it's fantastic to have a detailed testimonial from a major corporate client, and it certainly adds credibility, but it doesn't really do much for Mr. and Mrs. Jones who are running a small entrepreneurial business. There's not much match. So here's how we can use our success stories. We can include them on, obviously, our websites. We can share them in sales conversations. We can feature them in proposals, and we can add them to all of our marketing materials. We can use excerpts in social media posts. There are so many ways in which we can use these. Here are the essential elements to include. Number 1 is the client's industry or type of business, and with their permission, their details, including whether or not their business is based locally to us or based in the same country or maybe is international. Even perhaps a photo or video from them. Then we want to add in the time frame of our work with them and the specific numbers and percentages where possible, because nothing brings a testimonial to life like real world detailed numbers. Then we want to look at the major challenges that were overcome and any unexpected positive outcomes. And of course, we must always get their written permission to make sure that we're sharing it with that permission. I would suggest creating a simple email that you send to them that explains how we plan to use their story, what information we're going to include, whether we'll use their actual name and business details, and where we plan to use the testimonials or that case study. Here are 2 more important considerations. Number 1 is this: focus on value. Remember, we're not just sharing what we did, we're demonstrating the value we delivered and the cascading impact we make. And we always want to emphasize the outcomes and benefits rather than just the journey, important though that is. Number two, we want to update our testimonials and case studies regularly. So let's review and update those stories periodically because fresh examples show we're currently active and successful in our field. As you and I know, sharing a success story isn't about boasting. It's about showing potential clients how we might help them achieve similar results. When done properly, case studies and testimonials become one of our most powerful tools for attracting and engaging new clients. A well-crafted success story can continue working for us for years to come, helping us attract more of those clients we love to work with. You know the sort I mean. After all, there's nothing more convincing than a real-world example of how we've helped someone else solve their problems or capitalize on their opportunities. So if you've enjoyed this video, there's plenty more of my videos about here. And if you used to be notified when I post new one, just hit that subscribe button. And in the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. From me, Peter Thomson, until the next time, goodbye for now.